Joe Rogan just stirred up MMA's fiercest debate, claiming Islam Makhachev is one more level above even the undefeated Khabib. And with Islam dominating two divisions, the GOAT conversation may never be the same. At the same moment, Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson reveals plans for a UFC heavyweight debut that could rewrite history. But is Rogan right, or is this just the start of chaos at the top? Joe Rogan did not hold back on his latest podcast with Gable Steveson. He called Khabib Nurmagomedov one of the all-time greats, then dropped a bombshell. Rogan said the difference between Islam Makhachev and Khabib is that Islam is elite stand-up-wise. He pointed to Islam Makhachev's head kick knockout of Alexander Volkanovski, saying that is not in Khabib's repertoire. Rogan doubled down, calling Islam one more level above, citing his ability to finish fights on the feet or on the ground, his size at lightweight, and now his status as a two-division champion after taking the welterweight belt from Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 322. Khabib walked away undefeated at 29-0, but Rogan's take throws fuel on the GOAT debate. Who really stands at the top now? Who is the GOAT? Gable Steveson is already turning heads in MMA, and he hasn't even set foot in the UFC octagon yet. At just 25 years old, Steveson's resume is stacked. Olympic gold medalist in wrestling, two-time NCAA Division I champion, and a perfect 3-0 record as a pro. His most recent fight, a 25-second knockout under Anthony Pettis FC, went viral, putting the heavyweight division on notice. Training alongside John Jones, Steveson is eyeing a debut that is bigger than most champions ever get. He has openly talked about wanting to fight on the same card as the UFC White House event, aiming for a historic entrance that could shake up a division many see as wide open. With this kind of momentum, Steveson's arrival feels less like a question and more like an impending storm. Justin Gaethje is not interested in playing matchmaker for the fans or for the UFC. With a record of 26 wins and 5 losses, he is set on wrecking the lightweight division's dream scenario. His next target is Paddy Pimblett, the undefeated British sensation with a 7-0 UFC streak, coming off a big win over Michael Chandler. Gaethje does not mince words about the hype around a possible Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria super fight. Gaethje said he is going to spoil it. He said he does not know that the UFC wants it, and he said he knows that the fans probably want Paddy and Ilia like they wanted Tony and Khabib. He said he is going to fuck it up, and that is his job. For Gaethje, this is more than just another fight. It is about smashing expectations and proving that nothing in this sport is guaranteed. Ilia Topuria isn't just waiting for his next fight, he's making headlines with his mouth. In a recent interview, Topuria took aim at Islam Makhachev and Khabib's entire camp, saying that the wrestling Makhachev thinks he has will be tested, that he will submit Islam in his corner in front of Khabib, and that if Khabib steps in afterward, he will gladly step on his head too. Islam's reply did not match the heat. Instead, he shrugged off the insults, saying that Topuria has some problems with him and his team, that he does not know where Topuria gets this from, and that he hopes they reconcile in the future. Behind the scenes, when the UFC offered Islam a welterweight title defense in January, Khabib put a stop to it. Manager Ali Abdelaziz summed it up, saying Khabib told him to shut up. For now, the hype stays on ice. UFC 324 is shaping up to be the kind of card that gets everyone talking. Set for January 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it is the first numbered event streaming live on Paramount Plus with no pay-per-view cost. The main event puts Justin Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett for the interim lightweight title, with the winner earning a shot at Ilia Topuria later in the year. The co-main features Kayla Harrison defending her belt against Amanda Nunes, who is coming out of retirement. Sean O'Malley meets Song Yadong in a bantamweight battle, while Derek Lewis faces Waldo Cortez Acosta at heavyweight. Dana White calls it absolutely stacked, promising fans a lineup where every fight matters. Daniel Cormier isn't shy about his place in UFC history, but he's got a fresh target these days, the current light heavyweight division. On a recent interview, DC declared, I would feast on today's UFC light heavyweight division because there's no W wrestlers. He pointed straight at Alex Pereira, the reigning champion, and shrugged off the rest of the field as striker heavy and wide open for a dominant grappler. Cormier, a former 2-division champion himself, says his wrestling would run through the division, no questions asked. With Pereira's knockout power ruling the belt, DC's challenge stirs up a debate that fans can't resist. Khabib Nurmagomedov has never been shy about calling out what he sees as real versus fake in combat sports. While others chase attention, Khabib's focus stays on authenticity, and he has always valued fighters who prove themselves in the cage, not just on social media. With that mindset, 2026 is shaping up to test every contender's credibility. UFC 324 kicks off the year, and all eyes are on the White House event in June 2026. Rumors swirl about a Sydney card at the end of January, PFL Champions 5 in February, and a possible Shanghai return in August. For fans and fighters alike, the calendar is packed with chances to back up every word with action. In a sport where legacies shift with every fight, one bold claim or upset changes everything. The future of mixed martial arts is unwritten, and every bout could redefine greatness. Who's your pick?